Oh, friends, this is so exciting. Right now, the St. Louis region is leading the nation in hotel growth. Who knew that? That's because so many people are coming to our region, and we sure love that. That's a sign more and more people are choosing to visit and also spend time and their money in our communities. Joining us now is Brad Dean. He is the president and CEO of Explore St. Louis, sharing how this growth is impacting our city in a really positive way. And Brad, I was not planning this, but I have a shirt on today that says St. Louis World Champions. Mission accomplished. We are leading.
Could you have been any better themed with St. Louis leading the nation in travel tourism right now? That's the perfect shirt to be wearing.
I love it. And you're the perfect person to talk about all of this. And we should mention these aren't numbers from Explore St. Louis. This is an outside group that collected this, and it shows just how much of an impact this is having on our economy.
And isn't it great that they're talking about St. Louis leading the nation in something so good and so important? Just through the first half of this year, hotel revenues were up 7% over last year. It's one of the biggest increases in St. Louis history. And for 6 out of the 8 last weeks, we were number 1, number 2, number 3 in the nation in terms of hotel revenue growth. Now, while we're talking about hotels, we know those people staying in hotels are spending money all throughout our community, which is such great news for St. Louis.
And not just St. Louis as a city. I am from the Illinois side. There are a lot of people watching in the county. This has an impact on the entire region.
Absolutely. We're seeing people go to the breweries in Maplewood. We're seeing them attend concerts in Chesterfield. There's live music everywhere, including the Central West End and all throughout. And of course, some big downtown events like conventions and sporting events. So what we're seeing is the transformative power of travel at work all throughout the St. Louis region.
And we love people coming here, checking it out from near and from far. Some people do staycations here in the St. Louis area too. What else does tourism fuel?
Yeah, when you think about the spending that's coming here, just on an average day this summer, we're talking about over $16 million coming into our community. And in addition to that, $3 million going to local governments. So these visitors that are coming are helping pay for teachers, firefighters, police officers. They're helping us fix potholes in the community. So those dollars are incredibly important. But maybe the most important number is the 87,000 jobs this sustains. So 87,000 households have money for food on the table, college tuition, car payments, because of the visitors coming here. So the impact impacts the entire region and all of our residents.
And I'm glad you connected the dots on how it does impact all of us on a daily basis after these people leave the hotels and go back to wherever home is for them. How then can we keep up with all the growth happening here in our community?
Well, just because we're getting them here doesn't mean mission accomplished, right? We want them to go back home and talk about all the great things they did, just like your last trip. When you go back to work, people say, hey, how was that trip? We want them talking positively about St. Louis because this is their first date for commercial investment and relocation. They have a great experience. Maybe they'll come back to live, to work, to invest. But we also have to be great ambassadors. So if we want the world to love our city, we've got to flirt with it as well and be great ambassadors for St. Louis.
And that is something we can all do this weekend. When those Cubs fans are in town, treat them nicely so they will come back to St. Louis so we can continue to beat up on them at Busch Stadium. Does that work?
Exactly.
Okay, good. And to learn more, you can visit ExploreSt.Louis.com or give them a follow on all the social media platforms. I love following Explore St. Louis because, Damon, they're always posting events that then we talk about on this show and then we take our families to.
I definitely lean on them heavily, way more than I should. No, thank you for all the work that you're doing, Brad.